Scott Disick's ideal home is completely unlike the one ex-Kourtney Kardashian shares with Travis Barker. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and updates. Scott Disick and his ex-partner Kourtney Kardashian may have shared a life together for nearly 10 years, raising 3 children, Mason, Penelope, and Rain, but when it comes to their taste in home decor, they couldn't be more different. Their contrasting styles have become even more apparent since their split in 2015, with Kourtney now married to Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker and Scott moving on to date several high-profile women, including model Sofia Richie. But beyond their personal lives, one of the most striking differences between them lies in the way they design their living spaces. Back when they were still together, their shared home left Scott completely puzzled. He once described the interior as something straight out of Alice in Wonderland meets Beetlejuice, and it's easy to see why. The house was anything but ordinary, featuring bold black and white striped wallpaper, staircases covered in palm prints, and jungle-themed bedrooms for their kids. Kourtney, known for her unique and sometimes unconventional style, admitted that she initially wanted a simple, all-white aesthetic but quickly changed her mind. "This is my first house. I want to have fun," she explained at the time. While the rest of the Kardashian family tends to favor sleek, minimalist designs with neutral tones, Kourtney has always marched to the beat of her own drum, embracing a more eccentric and playful approach to decorating. Now, in the home she shares with Travis Barker, Kourtney has taken her love for bold designs even further. Her current space has a permanent Halloween vibe, with eerie prints on the walls year-round and a nursery that includes a full drum kit, because why not? She's never been one to follow trends or stick to what's expected, and her home perfectly reflects that free-spirited attitude. On the other hand, Scott Disick's vision for his dream home is a complete departure from Kourtney's wild and whimsical style. Recently, he gave fans a glimpse of what he has in mind by sharing a photo of a home theater setup that screams 1970s luxury. The space features plush faux fur carpets, deep mustard-colored sofas, rich wood-paneled walls, and a sleek marble coffee table. Alongside the image, he wrote, "Little home theater vibes. Should I do it?" The response from his followers was overwhelmingly positive, with many praising the retro chic aesthetic and encouraging him to go for it. At 41, Scott seems to be taking his interior design choices very seriously. Just last week, he posted a video showing off a pair of brand new custom sofas, admitting he wasn't quite sure where to place them in his home. "I absolutely love them," he said, panning the camera around the room. "They made them extra long for me. I'm trying to figure out where they're going to go." The sofas, like the rest of his preferred decor, lean toward a more classic, sophisticated look, far from the quirky, maximalist vibe Kourtney favors. The stark contrast between their tastes highlights just how different their personalities and lifestyles are. While Kourtney enjoys breaking the rules with daring patterns and unconventional themes, Scott prefers a more refined, timeless approach. His love for vintage-inspired luxury suggests a preference for comfort and elegance, whereas Kourtney's spaces are all about self-expression and fun. Even though they've gone their separate ways, their differing design sensibilities continue to spark conversations among fans. Some admire Kourtney's fearless embrace of bold decor, while others are drawn to Scott's polished, old-school Hollywood aesthetic. One thing's for sure, neither of them is afraid to make a statement with their homes. Whether it's Kourtney's year-round Halloween spirit or Scott's retro home theater dreams, their interiors tell a story about who they are and how they've evolved since their split. As they continue to build their lives apart, their homes serve as a reflection of their individual journeys. Kourtney's space, filled with dark prints and unexpected touches, mirrors her rebellious and creative side, while Scott's carefully curated designs showcase his appreciation for classic luxury. It's fascinating to see how two people who once shared so much can have such distinct visions for their personal spaces. And for fans, it's a reminder that even in the world of high-profile celebrities, home is where the heart, and personal style, truly shines. Their children, Mason, Penelope, and Rain, likely get to experience both worlds, shuttling between two very different but equally expressive homes. Whether they're surrounded by Kourtney's Gothic-inspired decor or Scott's cozy, vintage-inspired lounges, one thing is certain, they're growing up in spaces that are as unique and dynamic as their parents. In the end, whether you prefer Kourtney's bold, unconventional style or Scott's sleek, retro vibe, there's no denying that both have a strong sense of what makes a house feel like a home. And in the world of celebrity real estate, where so many opt for bland, cookie-cutter designs, it's refreshing to see two people unafraid to let their personalities shine through their interiors. After all, a home should be a true reflection of the person living in it, and in that regard, both Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick have absolutely nailed it. As they move forward in their separate lives, fans will no doubt keep an eye out for more glimpses into their ever-evolving homes. Will Kourtney add even more eccentric touches to her spooky chic mansion? Will Scott fully commit to the 1970s home theater of his dreams? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, whatever they do, it'll be anything but boring. Meanwhile, Kourtney Kardashian Barker discusses county sleeping with her children and its duration. The 45-year-old also shares how she manages to avoid resentment while filming for her family's reality show, The Kardashians. Kourtney Kardashian Barker has a distinctive approach to sleeping with her children, which might not suit every parent, including Kris Jenner. During her appearance on the Skinny Confidential Him and Her podcast, Kourtney talked about her choice, along with her husband Travis Barker, to co-sleep with their 10-month-old baby, Rocky. She also mentioned the ages at which co-sleeping ended with her 3 older children from her relationship with Scott Disick. Regarding co-sleeping, Kourtney explained her choice and noted that her mother, Kris Jenner, is somewhat hesitant about it. She doesn't have to worry about it since it's not her baby and she's finished having kids, but as a mother, I prefer to follow what feels natural and instinctual to me, Kourtney stated. And for me, that's what it is. Of course, I've read and heard about all the benefits. It's something mammals have been doing since the beginning of time, she added, emphasizing that every mother has a unique approach with her child. I believe everyone is different, and every child is unique. My oldest son slept with me until he was 7 and just naturally wanted to be close. Eventually, I would put him to bed in his room, but he would come back to mine, just like my daughter does. Then at 7, he decided he was done, she shared. In contrast, her daughter Penelope co-slept with Kourtney until she was 11 years old. Well, this might be too personal since we just met, but I sometimes need to be able to reach her, if you catch my drift, podcast host Michael joked, referring to his wife Lauren. You have to be clever and sneak around the house. Also, you can just put locks on the theater door. Padlocks. I can hear noises, Kourtney replied. It's really important for both parents to be on the same page about this, and my husband loves it too, she said about Travis. Kourtney has 3 older children, Mason, 14, Penelope, 12, and Rain, 9, with her ex-boyfriend Scott Disick. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.